What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video at JunkBoyThrift. How's everybody doing today? We're doing good. Man, I gotta ask the question: what happened to eBay? I mean, this weekend has been the worst weekend on record. We're usually doing 8 to 20 orders a weekend. This weekend we hit 3, and that's Friday all the way through the end of Sunday. We only sold 3 items. So I'm not sure what's going on with eBay. It's like they flipped the switch and they turned it off or something. I don't know what's going on. As far as views, items just haven't been getting the views over the weekend. We normally run a sale. I'll usually do a 5, 10, 15% off sale. I'll usually run a 5% sale on any items that are $14.99 and under, and then it's 10% from $14.99 to $50, and then 15% $50 and over. And I try to run that every weekend. That helps drum up sales, gets my store back up in the search algorithm, makes it happy, makes things happen. But this weekend, man, it's been horrible. So the 3 items had going out was, we had a Country Sampler magazine. This is a 5-pack of magazines. That's going out. We got these in the storage unit, so we don't even have $1 into those. We had some Merry Christmas, Be Merry gift bags. I think I'm not sure how many are in there. Yeah, it's not saying here. But these are going out. We didn't make a ton of money on that, but hey, it's money in the bank, right? And then this was a really cool item here. This right here is a first edition U.S. Grant, Memoirs of U.S. Grant, Volume 2. This book is from 1885. This is an old book. We got $70 on this. I got this in a lot of books from a buddy. He's cleaning out his shop and said, hey, here's a bunch of books I don't want. I said, man, I'll take them. So I threw them in the van. That van was loaded. I mean, it was sitting almost on the ground with all the books. He gave me about 12 crates full of old books, pretty much from the 1800s all the way up to the 1970s. I mean, there were Sears catalogs in there, all kinds of good stuff. I'll be trying to get through that stuff and getting the more valuable stuff on eBay. But yeah, so then this last week was an okay week. Wasn't the best. We had a 2013 Hot Wheels Showroom 34 Ford car. That was a pretty cool little car. That sold. That came out of a storage unit, so we didn't even have $1 into that. We had a original Swiffer sweeper. This was pretty cool. This was one of the first Swiffer sweepers that came out. That sold, and I think we got that in a storage unit as well, so we didn't have $1 into that. And then we had a folk CD sell. That was from a big CD buy we did, which I'll be showing you here later what we're going to be doing this week. But that one sold. We had a pretty cool 90s Indianapolis Colts Taz shirt. That sold. That came out of a storage unit, so didn't even have $1 in that. Taylor Swift Spiral Notebook, another storage unit find. Then we had a book by Oliver Green. That's another book from my buddy that was cleaning out his shop. That was a book from 1970. That sold. We sold some original space bags, some storage bags, the kind you use the vacuum to suck all the air out. Those sold. Those were from a storage unit. Probably didn't have $1 into those. We had 90s Chippendale Chipmunk pajama bottom sell. Those again were from a storage unit. I mean, most of our items come from storage units, so I mean, we don't even have $1. Sometimes we don't even have 25 cents into this stuff, so these are pretty good flips. Not making a ton of money, but they're bread and butter items, and it all adds up. So the next thing was some square dinner napkins, red floral cotton dinner napkins. Those sold. Another storage unit find. The next thing, this was pretty cool, some Graceland Cemetery. I think that's in Chicago, and these were receipts from the 1800s. I think they were for digging the grave or something like that. And those sold. I think those sold for $20. It'll be up on the screen, but that was a really good sale. Those came again out of a storage unit, so probably don't even have 10 cents into those. We got a huge lot of that kind of ephemera, and yeah, we've been making money on it. It's just crazy. And so yeah, that is going to be all the sales we did this last week. Not a real banger of a week, but you know, it all adds up. So we're happy and thankful for what we do get. This next week we're going to be working on CDs. So I bought another vendor out at our local booth a while back of all the DVDs and CDs he had. That's pretty much what kind of vendor he was. And we got thousands of DVDs and thousands of CDs, and I've gotten rid of most of the DVDs and the CDs, but I do have a few boxes left. As you can see right here, all these boxes here, those are all full of music CDs. I mean, there's even game console CDs, the old PC CD-ROM CDs. And so yeah, this week I'm going to be working on going through. As you can see, like this is what these boxes look like when you open them up. I mean, they've got just a little bit of everything in them. Here's an Alanis, Billy Joel. We got some Steely Dan, Paul Simon, Elton John. I mean, there's some cool. It brings you back. You start looking at some of these albums. Gloria Estefan. I mean, there's a whole bunch of those. Another Billy Joel. So yeah, I'll be going through a few of these this week, trying to get a few online. A lot of these, what I normally do, if they're not worth over $15, like $10 plus shipping, then they'll go into our local indoor flea market booth. We have a couple booths there. There's an Aerosmith. That one's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll take them down there, and we just mark them at $1. I'll check this one out. Here's an AC/DC. That's a pretty sweet CD right there. But yeah, just some really cool. Huey Lewis and the News. That's cool. Anthrax. That's a cool one. And yeah, there's some Johnny Cash. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing this next week. Just trying to drum up a few more listings, get some more on there. I mean, it is fourth quarter, but man, you sure wouldn't know it's fourth quarter the way eBay is so dead right now. So just trying to get the listings up this next week. Trying to get more on there. We're trying to move more at our local booth. If you guys are around Clarksville, Tennessee, or like the Fort Campbell area, be sure to stop into the Southern Kentucky Flea Market. We got a couple booths down there. We got some cool stuff. We usually market, you know, to sell, so everything's priced to sell. It's pretty cheap. It's not eBay prices. It's cheaper than that. But yeah, so I mean that's going to be another week in the books. Hopefully next week we'll pick up a little bit and be a little bit better, but we'll see how it goes. So we appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, smash that like button. If you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell, turn on all notifications so you get our next video when it comes out, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.